Hey, welcome back. This is just a quick refresher of the 6 roles of government in a mixed economy. Reminder that the roles of government are essential but small and should not exceed that small stature. All right, government should not interfere with most aspects of the economy, and we're going to go over all 6 of those roles. That first role is to maintain legal and social framework. This is protecting private property and protecting the common good. Remember that we looked at things like the muckrakers and the meatpacking industry with Upton Sinclair's The Jungle to describe this. The next is maintaining competition, and the government will enforce rules to make it so that it's fair for consumers and fair for other companies trying to get involved. Go to a certain point. Again, we do extend this idea of a natural monopoly to certain companies where it makes sense for one company to do most of the work, but for the most part, we tend to not like it. Think of Teddy Roosevelt and the Northern Securities antitrust work that he did in 1903. Think about the Microsoft antitrust suit more recently from in 97 to 2000. Right? And think about how the Department of Justice reviews mergers between major companies to make sure that it's not going to create an unfair balance for us, the consumer. The next is provide the public goods and services. Remember that a public good or service has to pass 2 tests. It has to pass the non-excludability and the non-rivalrous. If it passed both of those, it would work. Remember, a great example is a lighthouse. A lighthouse, many things can use it, and there's no way to turn it off for just one person. So we can't exclude one person, and it doesn't matter how many people use it to a certain reasonable extent anyways. But many people can use that. Another example would be roads and airports and public schools. The other role of the government is to redistribute the income. The government should be redistributing income from wealthy through taxes and subsidies to make sure that everyone can kind of get things. We might pay farmers money to farm or not to farm in certain circumstances to assure that the market is balanced and everything's taken care of. We may provide a subsidy for a family so that they can consume food on a regular basis through our food assistance programs, right? Oh, and during that redistributed income, we talked about the tax policies and the tax strengths, one of which, the 3 types of tax being progressive, regressive, and the flat proportional tax. And we wanted to detail about those. Stabilizing the economy is another role of the government. The government will try to eliminate swings in unemployment and inflation, and they'll use fiscal and monetary policy to do it. As a reminder, fiscal policy is the policy of Congress, and monetary policy is the policy of the Federal Reserve. And we went into a little information about that Federal Reserve and what they did. The last thing that they'll do is they'll correct externalities. This would be things like pollution or extreme market failures, like the General Motors and Chrysler bailouts, as well as the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act. So we'll see a lot of that kind of taking place. The government wants to stop negative externalities, but still kind of allow positive externalities. And remember, negative externalities are things that affect everybody, like air pollution, water pollution, noise pollution, light pollution. And positive things would be like innovation, education, those types of things. So we want to make sure that we're kind of providing those. Those are the 6 basic roles of government. That's what your quiz is going to be on. And it's important that you take the time to kind of look and see exactly what is going to be going on with that. So good luck on your quiz, and I will see you in class. Thanks.